I wanted to ask you this yesterday. I heard a little bit of, I'm not implying that you take everything from Dickie, but I heard a little Dave Dickinson out of you last week. From an objective point of view, when I'm watching that game, incredibly exciting. Back and forth, touchdown, touchdown, two teams offensively going at each other. And yet for you to say afterwards, that felt like a loss, is something I would have heard from John Huffnagel or Dave Dickinson. Why is it important after such a a significant win when you guys are getting challenged to go ahead and say, no, what happened, the penalties, maybe some of the slips on responsibilities, it's not good enough?
Yeah, it's not good enough. And our standard's pretty high in this building. And the players, starting to see that. And the way we've came together over the last 2 seasons, we have a higher expectation than that. And, the selfish penalties, we're just making, costly mistakes. And, we made that game harder than it was. And the one thing I took positive out of it, that the guys kept fighting and found a way to get a win. So there's some positive come out of it, but we know we got to be more cleaner on our assignments and I guess cleaner game with penalties as well.
Take us inside. As this team is building on the championship last year and becoming what it will be this year, how important is that leadership group to what you guys are doing this year?
It's so very important. It's one of the key factors that keeps the team going, that keeps us together as a team, be it that, you don't, we're kind of like that direct line from the coaches to the players and, vice versa. So, if we have a message that, we feel like the coaches need to hear or something that the team feels as a whole, it's up to us to get that word across to the coaches. And, if the coaches has a message, it's up to us to police that and, keep that, make sure that goes down, to the rest of the team. So I just think that allows us to grow as a team, grow as a brotherhood. When we trust the guys around you, when the players trust the leaders of the team, and, it just kind of makes for a family environment and everything just flows together great.
We just got to continue playing good football. We always say each week we're just trying to get 1-0, so we don't look at we're 4-0. We're just trying to get 1-0 this week, and that's been our motto. We started that last year when we started 4-5, and let's just take it one game at a time. And I think that's where our focus is. 4-0 sounds like a big deal because it hasn't been done in 40 years, but it's really not that big of a deal. I mean, it's 1/3 of the season. Now, if you get 16-2 and 18-0, some of those records, that's a big deal. But we're far from that.
Does this feel like a playoff game?
Yeah, it does. And just any time we go into Hamilton feels like a playoff game. It's a battle for the division, especially being rivals. Crowd's going to be into it. We got to start fast, kind of get them out of it so we don't have to go silent cadence. But, yeah, it's a playoff game. We got to win. And it's just our next game, though, more importantly. But, I mean, they're going to be giving us their all. I told the special teams to be ready for some fakes. They're going to throw the kitchen sink at us.
It does feel like that. It's a big game. It's the next game, but not only it's a division. It's somebody on our side, and, it's a rivalry game. And we play them often, and it's a lot that rides on these games, especially when you play a team as much as we play them in the regular season. So we come with that intensity. I think in games like this, that first 5 minutes is key to stay poised. Let's not get too high. Let's not get too low. Say we come out and we score on the opening kickoff. Let's not let that determine for us that the rest of the game is going to be that way. And if vice versa, if they score. It's a full 60-minute game. It's 4 quarters. So we want to come out and set the tempo. You want to set the tone in the beginning of the game, but you don't want that to carry over throughout the entire game. You want to be able to bounce back and keep that level head and just keep fighting, keep punching at it.